Good morning, everybody. JohnnyJans here, and welcome back to my segment on visiting all the Walt Disney World resorts from value to deluxe and everywhere in between. And it doesn't get much in between than this because we are at our first moderate level resort. I welcome you to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. And Caribbean Beach has really come into its own over lately, especially with the addition of the Skyliner, because it becomes more accessible than it ever was, actually housing the central hub of all Skyliner transportations. And it's also a very nice resort. It's been remodeled, especially their check-in area. We'll go look at that and just see a lot of the intricate theming that brings that nice Caribbean flair. So without further ado, let's go island hopping and do some meandering around. Welcome inside Caribbean Beach. And when I say inside, I really mean inside, because here is Old Port Royale, which is the check-in area that you're going to arrive to first just to get anything done for your resort stay. And it is smack dab in the middle of Caribbean Beach. It's the only resort I've seen where once you have to travel in, we are so far away from the gate. Let's go head inside and see what the central hub has to offer. Starting off the resort tour at the check-in area, as you would, we're outside the portraiture for Old Port Royale, which is the central hub check-in area and everything you want to do here at Caribbean Beach. Also decked out for Christmas because 'tis the season indeed. And look at that sign as we make our way down the grand entrance. This thing is huge. Wow. And it looks even better with the wreaths draped across the ceiling there. This is your check-in area. As you can see, it is also your festive area because it is decked the halls out in Christmas decor. Check out the tree. This is the official tree. Well, I guess it's not really the official tree of Caribbean Beach. It is, but it's also duplicate because you can get the same tree over here. And let's have a quick look at this tree right now and see if there's any signature details and ornaments that really stand out to fit here in Caribbean Beach. And it does, because we got a wooden little pineapple up there. That says Caribbean, right? How cool is that? Not a big tree, but a very nice tree in this living room atmosphere. And that's the one thing I noticed a lot. There are a lot of fun places to sit here in the check-in area and the front desk area, which is so nice. They refurbished this. It used to not look like this, but now it's so much more spacious. They have these wonderful chairs. And it is so spacious in here. You're not crammed at all. I love the fan architecture at the top. That's slowly keeping us cool. And I do mean slowly, because they are rotating rather slow. But it is very, very tranquil in here. The colors make you feel very at peace, and it looks good with the Christmas decor. So overall, it is a great front desk looking thing. And then it goes into that alcove over there. That's where you actually are going to check in, and it's a little more crazy over there. So I like the divide where it's a little more peaceful in this section. I like how it's broken up into 3 sections here at the front desk. And then you have the marketplace. So you have the chaos of the food area right there, and that's the marketplace. And then you have the front desk area, the chaos that, but in the middle, peaceful. And I like it. As I tour more of these resorts, you're gonna see a common thing. They're really gonna advertise Disney Cruise Line by putting the model ships in these. I didn't notice it so much in the Value Resort because if you're staying at the Value, you're probably saving money anyway, so you're not thinking about Disney Cruise. But now as we move up to Moderate and beyond, we're gonna see a lot of Disney Cruise Line ships in the lobby and such. Calypso Trading Post, where we can buy all our fun merchandise, and the holiday merch is out in tenfold as we're only a couple weeks out from Christmas. As you can see, a lot of good things to buy. And it's very spaced out, so you can walk through here without getting in a lot of people's way, which I also like. Right over here is just past the grab and go sign. You have the Centertown Marketplace, which is huge, totally redone. Was never like this before, which is awesome. And they have quite the selection. You'll just order right over here by that festive wreath, and then there's tons of places to eat throughout it, and then it extends all the way back. And look, and this is where you pick it up, and a lot of good choices. This actually used to be a restaurant back here called Shutters, back in that alcove where you see the teal wall design, but they took out that restaurant and expanded it to give you lots of wonderful places to eat. Now, as fun as it is to see all the front desk lobby stuff and features, we all know the real fun to a Disney resort begins outside. So let's go. We'll start things off with the map for Caribbean Beach. As you can see, it's huge. You're gonna get a lot of walking steps maneuvering around this resort because it is a big one. It is definitely probably one of the largest moderate resorts, if not the largest. I don't know. Maybe Coronado Springs rallies it for moderate level, large scale resorts, but definitely get your walking shoes on. And it really all matters about where your room is and where you stay, because the further you are from Old Port Royale, which is the central hub here, then the more you're gonna have to walk all the way to get where the food and the good stuff is and the feature pool. Yes, I love meandering around early in the morning. There is not a giant crowd. As you can see, I'm just on the side of the main pool, so later on, this is gonna get really busy and crowded, but we're gonna enter the marketplace area of Old Port Royale, right outside the check-in area. Look, they got fun ping pong that you can play here, and got some festive wreaths because it is the Christmas season and the resorts are decorated. Check out the lanterns, and I just gotta point out, one of my favorite things here is this fountain. Awesome pineapple at the top. You're gonna see a lot of pineapples here at Caribbean Beach, so take note of it. But that is a good looking fountain right there. You can see they got outside seating locations, so if it does get a little cramped inside the marketplace, the quick service area, you can come outside and eat out here, which is very nice. You can overlook the waterway, and they have a lighthouse there. Another good fireworks viewing is this area here. Also, if you have a fishing excursion booked here on the lake, this is where you're gonna pick up your boat to go get your fishing in. Yo ho ho, Avasti matey. It be the feature pool for Caribbean Beach, and it would make any pirate jealous. And yes, welcome to the world of moderate resorts, where we have slides. Now we have definitely upgraded, as all the moderate resorts and beyond that we'll see have slides. And Caribbean Beach has a really fun slide. That is a twisty slide inside that castle structure there. It's a fun one. And not only do you get one slide at this awesome feature pool, you get two slides, because here in this structure too is a smaller childlike slide adjacent from the pool. Welcome to the world of splash pads. Definitely more to offer in the aquatic area than just a pool like we've seen in the value resorts. Now we've got this great pirate splash pad. I mean, it's a freaking boat. How cool is that? Just walking around in the morning provides epic views. As you can see, the castle with the sun rising in the background. It's nice and peaceful before all the craziness and hustle and bustle comes when the pool actually opens. And just behind the Fort Castle thing, look, there's a hot tub. It's a really small one, but it looks like it's in the shape of a fish or something, which is also pretty theming, right? And look at this awesome boardwalk that goes on the outside of the pool area, and you can kind of stroll along the lake here and check out that beautiful view of the Skyliner in the background. Some people like to call it Caribbean Beach, like Sky Karen, as I refer to the voice on the Skyliner likes to call it.
We are about to go island hopping at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
But I just prefer Disney's Caribbean Beach while I sit down and watch Pirates of the Caribbean. It's funny. I like to change that, but I have to watch Pirates of the Caribbean and I have to visit Caribbean Beach. It's just a thing. Now just stepping out away from the pool a little bit is our next eating spot. Now remember I said they used to have a sit-down restaurant named Shutters, but they took it out to give more seating to the quick service area inside. Well, now they did build a sit-down restaurant, and that is gonna be Sebastian's Bistro. Yes, the crab himself has his own dining location, but it is only open for dinner 4:30 to 9:30. Here's a look at the menu. And I'm not sure, but let's see if crab is on the menu. Oh, and crab is not on the menu. So I guess you get away free, Sebastian. Connected to the Sebastian's Bistro, we have the pool bar, Banana Cabana, properly themed to the islands. And look how cool this bar is, from the lights hanging over the service area there. That awesome sign, sail to the Caribbean islands. Well, if you can't, this is a good place to come. Departure from Old Port Royal. Very nice. And here's a fun design. Check out the steel drums, light fixtures just above. That is cool. Nothing gets you in that island groove and chilling for a nice rum running drink here at Banana Cabana. And just about the last thing you can do in the Old Port Royal area anyway is gonna be on the far side, just about the end of the resort. We have a volleyball court. Also, weird thing is when this becomes flooded, when it rains or if there's a hurricane, this thing completely flooded. So it's water volleyball, but not today. Skies are good for now. We got this fun hammock, and here's the campfire, where you can go and roast your marshmallows right on side of the bay. Also, good fireworks viewing. So just about anywhere in front of Old Port Royal, you're gonna have the best viewing for the fireworks from Epcot. But now we are going to trek across the Caribbean, across the sea, have you, to see the rest of Caribbean Beach. And I think what I'm gonna do is start off just at the end on the side of the Riviera. That's the Riviera Resort. We'll get there soon, don't worry. But we're gonna start at the very end of the Caribbean beaches. Those buildings right there, that's probably like the last area you could stay, next to the Skyline Station. And we are going to walk all the way across the Caribbean. And don't worry, I'll do cuts too, so it's not all walking, because I'll do the walking for you. You'll just teleport with me to spot. Aruba, Jamaica. I want to take you all around Disney's Caribbean Beach. So this is the furthest point as far as closest across from Old Port Royal and to the Riviera Resort on the other side. This is not too bad of an area to stay, and I'm just going to tell you why. Because although it seems very far to get across the way to Old Port Royal and where all the things are, that clump of trees over there, that's actually their island that you can cross, and there's some bridges that'll get you to Old Port Royal a little faster. So you would just have to walk this pathway along the lake, and it's not that far of a walking distance. And another reason it's good is because you're close to the Riviera Resort. So if you want to go check that out, maybe grab a bite to eat at everything they offer over here, that's a good option. And bonus, you have your own Skyliner station. Even though it's technically the Riviera Skyliner station, here at Caribbean Beach, you can use this and it will take you directly that way towards Epcot. Now, if let's say you want to get to the other side of Caribbean Beach and you didn't feel like walking that far, you can take the Skyliner, and it's going to take you off in this direction over the rest of Caribbean Beach and to the Caribbean Beach Skyliner station. It's not going to put you any closer to Old Port Royal, so I don't recommend that you do that if you just want to come here and go over to get something to eat. More if you want to check out, they have one more dining location we'll talk about in a little while. That's probably how you want to do it. And of course, if you want to take the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios or even over Pop Century and Art of Animation Resort, you're going to use this Skyliner station if you're staying here in Aruba. Now, I started talking to you just a little bit where that pole is, before, and I'm walking down the trail and I'm almost to your Aruba pool, because each section has a pool just for you, so you don't have to go all the way to Old Port Royale and the craziness that is that place. You can go in your own local pool right outside your island area. Now, your island area pool is going to be a lot smaller than at Port Royale, and it's not going to have a slide, but it's not going to have all the noise and craziness. Also, for some crazy reason, each pool is going to offer its unique shower head design, and I'm not kidding when I say shower head, because that's somebody's head. Nice. Now, I'm still in the Aruba area, and over there was the entrance to the pool where I just was, and just back there by the Skyliner station is where I started telling you about the islands. And as you can see, Old Port Royale is getting bigger in the screen because we're getting a lot closer. So if you stay in Aruba, it's not that bad, because I'm gonna take you over to this island here, and you could literally island hop over to Old Port Royale. Here we are coming up on the bridge before we go on to Jamaica. Gonna make a small detour here on this bridge across the island. You can see on the map right there, that's about where we are. And this is a good crossover point to get over to Old Port Royale if you're staying on the far side of the islands right here. And it's a nice view as we walk over the lake. Welcome to the island of Caribbean Cay. And this is not just a good walking trail island to get over to where you need to. They have a playground down here, which is quite good for the kids. It's a pretty big playground. So that's located down here, or you could take the meandering pathways around. They have places to sit back there if you just want to lounge here on the island. Very relaxing. I mean, that's what it's all about right here at Caribbean Beach, is about island life relaxing. So you got to have lots of places to sit. Right over here by this trash can, you're going to have an area where they set up movies. So at night, you can come over here on the island. You see they have the chairs all out. You can watch a movie, and it's prime fireworks viewing once again, right where you're over there where the Skyliner is, right over Epcot. So a lot of fun activities here on Caribbean Cay. And it's the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of Caribbean Cay sign right here. And you can see the bridge connects on over to Old Port Royale, where you can get all your stuff. After that little detour, we are meandering on over to our next island, Jamaica. You can tell it has yellow buildings. That's how you're gonna know you're in the Jamaica section. And now from here on out, you're getting further away from Old Port Royale. So we are at Jamaica Pool, and we've got a creepy baby head. Looks a little different than the last one for the shower. Nice. All right, here at the official end of Jamaica, there's the Skyliner station for Caribbean Beach. It's huge. This is like the central hub for Skyliner stations anyway. This is gonna be your changing spot if you're gonna continue on all the way to Pop Century or Art of Animation. You're gonna head in that direction, or you're gonna change Skyliners and head that way out to Hollywood Studios, or you're gonna get on and go this way out to the Riviera station and then eventually Epcot. Or if you don't wanna walk all the way to Old Port Royale, you can hop on a Skyliner this way to the Riviera station, get off and take the bridge by Caribbean Cay if you want. So Delta hub of Skyliner stations, Disney's Caribbean Beach. So far today I've shown you the front half of Disney's Caribbean Beach, which is everything on that side close to the Riviera and beyond. But now we're going to talk about the back half of Caribbean Beach. Is going to be all the way out here, and this is probably not my recommendation where you should stay, because you're going to be so far away from the central hub of everything if you stay out here. And welcome to the Trinidad rooms, hence the pink style background of the buildings. Okay, out here at the end of Trinidad, they did not leave me high and dry out here. They actually left you a place to eat known as the infamous Spyglass Grill. Pretty cool themed with all the treasure and junk. And of course, it wouldn't be the Spyglass Grill without Spyglass. And they have one. And look who's hanging out in the front of the Spyglass right there, huh? And located just outside the Spyglass Grill is the Trinidad Pool. So you can hang out by the pool and get a bite to eat. I found the shower head, and this one is a lion. Not a large lion, a small one, but it's pretty cool. Tell you what, if your room was out here, this is the very end of the walking path along the lake. Wow, the last lamppost too of Caribbean Beach. We made it to the end of the trail. All right, I want to talk a minute about transportation here at Caribbean Beach. Now, y'all know I love the Skyliner. That's my #1 go-to, and that is a part of Caribbean Beach. And there's 2 stations you can actually board the Skyliner for here, but you can't escape taking a bus. So if you have to go to the rest of Disney World, I'm talking Magic Kingdom, maybe even a water park, Animal Kingdom, you're gonna have to take a bus. And you're gonna have to find one of these style buildings that are located just across the parking lots at the end of each island resort area. And that's how you're gonna catch your bus. There also is an internal bus shuttle that will take you around to the different islands within Caribbean Beach if you want that. It can take a little while, so sometimes maybe it is better to walk depending on where you want to go. I'm walking along this trail just between Trinidad and Jamaica here. You actually get to go underneath the bridge, which is pretty cool. And you don't have to climb a hill, because here in Florida, we don't do hills. But the one thing I'm worried about going through this tunnel, and it gets me every time, there is a creepy, almost happy, too happy entity that lurks underneath the bridge. Hopefully he's not there. Oh, he's there. I gotta go. And just under the bridge from Skippy, the creepy smiling thing looking at me, I am over to Barbados on the other side of the lake. And like Jamaica, this is closer to Old Port Royale, so this isn't a bad place to stay at a good walking distance to either the Caribbean Beach Skyliner station or Old Port Royale. Here it is, folks. The one pool, 6 feet. It's just like we saw over at Trinidad. It's another lion. Maybe. There it goes. Oh, sprayed kind of fast. One more time. Yeah, missed it. And lastly, located on just the far end of Old Port Royale, closest to the Riviera, just behind that tree, is Martinique section. So this is actually a good spot if you were booking your room, because you're not that far at all from Old Port Royale and all the things there. Well, there it is, folks. A look at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, a fun resort that has that island hopping atmosphere, even though it's really far apart. I love the fact that you have access to the Skyliner, which gets you to other resorts and theme parks. You have the Riviera so close, so you can explore that. And the theming is great, especially around Old Port Royale. It's wonderful. So I had a good time exploring this resort, but that's gonna do it for me. Until next time, I'm JohnnyJans. I'll catch you out there. Yeah. Meandering around! Next time, you better tell Donald to pack up and get ready, because we're off to the shores of Mexico.